ajmo se malo naživcirati. Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Da, ajmo se malo nasekirati. Da, tu isto ima continue. Sad se vidjeti gdje sam bio. Da, došao sam do ovdje. Pa da, došao sam prije malo i iznad, ali ono sam roknio dolje i rekao dosta, nema više. Ali ajde, idemo sad od početka. Da, od početka. Ići ćemo na new game, pa se malo nasekirati u ovoj odvratnoj igri. Pa da, koja se eto igra samo sa mišem i koja ne traje dugo, ali je jako teška. Da, ne znam koliki je speedrun. Minuta i pol. Možda i manje od toga. Vidio sam kao neki video od 36 sekundi. Pa da, meni neće sigurno toliko trebati. Meni će trebati puno više. Jer eto, to je takva igra i joj. Vidjet ćemo kako će proći. Joj, da. Hoćemo li krenuti? Da, znači ova igra se igra samo sa mišem. Nikakve druge kontrole ne trebaju. Nego samo to. I moramo se vrtiti. Da dođemo do gore. Da, do tog nekog cilja. Joj, hoćemo li ubiti koji živac? Hoćemo, da. Ajmo na new game. Ajmo se malo nasekirati. Da, eto njega iz tog kazana sa vodom ili šta god, to je sad je samo bez vode. Polako. Ajde. Eto ga. Ne tako. Znači samo sa mišem se igra. Ovo će biti komično. Dobre. To jest, ne znam da li je dobro. Nije dobro. Idemo ovako. Ništa od toga. Da, ovaj početak će biti dosta jednostavan. A onda kad dođemo kod one... Ne! Onda kad dođemo tamo kod onog tamo ni malog dijela, tamo će biti čupavo. Ajde! Sem ti bigulicu. Ko te samo stavi u taj čup. A, evo ga. Dobro. Idemo dalje. Ajde!
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Da. Smrade jedan.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip.
You're welcome.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always.
Da, smrade
even your
jedan.
mistakes.
Da. Da.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a
Sexy
B game.
hiking.
It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Da, kao što se
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
Ovo nije ni malo seksi, smrade jedan. Ajde, penj se gore. Čovječe. Kako je seksi hiking. Bože. Jadan moj miš. Ajde, ajde. Ne. Eto ga, eto ga. Došli smo do gore.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Previše pričaš. Previše.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Sad ovaj tu dio je malo čupav. Ne. Dobre. Ne past. Ne past. Miran, čuko. Miran. Dobre. Ne znam, krenulo mi je. Jer eto, snimam, pa onda očito mi je neka sreća došla. Osim ako ne raknem dolje, sad čekaj malo kako. Ona desno i dolje. Ne past. Miran. Miran. Tako. Ajmo kreniti ovaj čekić tu. Da, znači, mi se krećemo tako što sa čekićem tu po ovim objektima interaktiramo.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untaintainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
A jesi stao, majstore? Čekaj malo.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration. A real punch in the gut.
Eto ga. Moram malo iskoordinirati ovo tu, znam.
Sorry about that.
Smrade, ja. Šuti tamo, u pozadini. Trebam iskoordinirati onaj tamo napad. Napad, bože, ne napad, nego prijanjanje. Čovječe. Ne se igrat, ne se igra. Eto ga. Tako da, to je to. Dobre.
Maybe this is what digital culture
Opet
is.
ovaj.
A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Joj. Ne. Moja. Eto ga. Dobre, tu smo. Dobre, nije nam trebalo jako dugo.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying, don't let it get to you.
Ajmo ponovo.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
Pokušavam, smrada jedan. Ali ne ide.
Hang in there. Don't let it get to you. But also, let it get you a little bit.
Nemoj me nervirat. Smrada jedan. Već pokušavam ovo ne znam koliko, 10 minuta. Ali ne ide. Još se javi sa provokacijama. Muko moja. Ajde smrada jedan, penj se gore. Čovječe. Ajde smrade, penj se. Dobro. Ne mogu iskontrolirati ruku, a i nemam dovoljno podloge za miš. Kak će on roknit dolje sad? Ne. Ajmo. Ajmo ponovo. Da. Ajde. Ne. Dobre. I evo ga. Ajde, dobre. Ajmo sad oprezni ovaj tu dio. Čovječe. Gle ga. A jesi smrad? Eto ga.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Prestani pričat. Nerviraš me. I onda se gurne dolje, pa naravno. Evo glazbe. Joj, troler je jedan odvratni.
Get nasty over, boy. Going down the road feeling bad.
Ova glazba je odlična, baš trolerska. Nisam naravno da ne ideš.
Going down the road feeling bad and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Ovo je bio trik. Sam ti jodlaj. Ova glazba je odlična, definitivno. Ajde. Prema lijevo, ajde.
Down in the jail on my knees.
Sad ovaj tu dio.
Down in jail on my knees. Down in jail on my knees. And I ain't going to be treated this way.
Između
They feed me
ovoga
on cornbread
i tako.
cheese. They feed me on
Gledaj,
cornbread
ide se zaglaviti. Sam rade jedan. Ja sam ti mislio jedan trik. Moramo paziti da ne odemo na onu tamo stranu. Skoro. Ali ova glazba trolerska. Sam da se opustiš, da se nerviraš previše.
$10 shoe fits my feet. $10 shoe fits
Troller
my feet.
Bennett Foddy.
$10 shoe fits my
Idemo mi na
feet.
tamo
And I
stranu.
ain't going to be treated this
Valjda ćemo
way.
roknuti dolje.
Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. And I ain't going to be treated this way.
Sunce ti jodlaško.
Calm down, boy, calm down.
Ode, Adam. Ajde. Ajmo još jedan put. Ako roknemo dolje, onda dosta. Od ove prve epizode. Eto me tu. Idemo ponovo gore. Ajmo. Ponovo gore. Čovječe. Po 93. put. Eto me. Sad ćemo pokušati onaj trik. Ne da mi se više ići na lijevu stranu. Pa sad ako uspijemo, uspijemo. Gle, zaglavilo se. Dosta. Ovo je jako kratko traje. Ajmo pokušati još jedan puta. Pasti dolje. Da. Skoro.
Do not stand at my grave and cry.
Opet ovaj.
I did not die. Mary Fry.
My shirt, oh whoop-de-doodle, I'm off my noodle, my baby just wouldn't stay. Reading books from the bottom up, pouring ketchup into my cup.
Opet, pa ne mogu vjerovat. To će biti to od prve epizode. Više ne znam ni koji je broj. Prva epizoda prokletog Bennetta Foddya. Ti vrapca. Ne znam šta da kažem. Više ne idu ni najosnovnije stvari. Ovaj tu gore, mislim da sam skužio kako ide, tako da mislim da će to lagano preći. Ali da, druga epizoda će doći, pojma nemam kad. Kad mi se opet bude igrao ovaj tu. To nije Bennett Foddy, čovječe. To je lik u tom kazanu. Za rakiju. Za pečenje rakije. Joj da, to je to. Od prve epizode. Ne znam ni kako se igra više zove. Pojma nemam. Bennett Foddy, uglavnom. Dosta. Getting over it. Da, getting over it. With Bennett Foddy. Da, to je to. Od prve epizode. Aj, meni muko moja.